We live in a world in which even the greatest, well-meaning minds are lost in translation. How to move hard souls and minds to pitch them to noble, wonderful things. If they are barren like Cinderland and limited to what they know. If they are not even thirsty of liberation, of pure ideas, for they are used to the lowlands and what they have to offer, taking their blindness for all that there is. Therefore, even if we are heard, seen, felt, but never understood, all our deeds, motives, acts are interpreted merely into what the minds of modernity are capable of grasping. Nothing beyond habit, knowledge, experience, aspiration. That is completely natural. A fool will take a master for an idiot. The fool should not be scorned, but educated after carefully inspecting him from his vantage point. Like water drilling the stone, patiently. But why waste time on swathes of fools if all they want is to be as they are? There's a heroic Socratic tragedy here that you must speak, convey, interpret, explain, elucidate, but people do not deny veritabilities anymore. They simply do not understand them. They are incapable of grasping their own ignorance to lift themselves from it. Hence, antagonism arises, and the well-meaning is seen as an enemy to be destroyed, for he undermines the idiot's game. The idiot hates him, the masters of his idiot slaves hate him, for his slaves may rebel to unmask the masters as cretins. Consequently, he is detested everywhere. Why do strive if we may take records in the gods and goddesses as they recognize and lift us up? Because we must. There is sorrow and woe in Ossian's Rhapsody. There is sadness and longing in the Orphic Anthem. There in Nolano's mighty phrase and uttering that these who love this world too much sacrifice themselves at the altars of history, gods and land. They are cursed by being most hated by it. As times go by, they turn to loathing. Once burnt at the fierce flaming stakes, nowadays simply done away with a silent mockery of Lady Envy. No more we tear the robes of our hearts like the Egyptian sage, Kakeberi Sonbe. We grow stout, venomous, bitter, yet we never, even in greatest of evils. Never do we part with the longing for the divine stars, where we immortalized our loves, our hates, our testimonies, names and lives, carrying our Hecatian Olympic torches high, with resignation on our Narxos-crowned brows, desiring more and more scorching this world in some great catastrophe, not out of hate, but out of impossible purification, an alchemical crescendo of greatness. The world, meanwhile, goes on, despite our attempts to rectify what can't be, what was lost a long time ago, and we curse our knowledge, our perception, finding solace and nobility in this curse between total affirmation and chasm-like despair, like tightrope walkers that leave behind everything they loved to love, cannot dare to fall and must reach the summit of the mountain.